Zion? What are you doing here?
I think you know why I'm here.
You know, Teo's got two. I'm sure it would be better if you took his spare instead of mine.
Teo? You actually think I can defeat Teo and take it from him? Nah, but you're dead meat. You're nothing to me.
I suppose you're right. There's no point in bargaining.
I'm not in the mood for games, Soler. Just hand it over and we'll be done. You're complete, Fairy Mary.
I'll give it to you over my dead body.
You're, you're stronger than expected. I guess I have to use my innate technique. Wind burst!
If that hits me, then it's the end. Cursed equation. Simplification. Simplify the cube root of 54. Alright, this is easy. We're dealing with simplification of a non-perfect cube root, which is pretty simple. In these types of problems, the first thing that you should do is try to check for the factors of what we're trying to simplify. In this instance, we're trying to simplify 54, or more specifically, the cube root of 54. Now, of course, we're going to look for its factors, and we're going to be keeping our eyes out for perfect cubes. 54 and 1, 27 and 2, 9 and 6. Wait, 27 and 2. 27 is a perfect cube, meaning, let's take that into account, 27, 2. Now, because these are its factors, we can write 27 times 2 as 54, vice versa. So, if we simply substitute the original 54 in the equation with 27 times 2, then, since 27 is a perfect cube, I can turn this into this and do that. We substituted 27 with its cube root version instead. And because there is a cube and a cube root, we are cube rooting a cube, we can just cancel that out, which would lead us with 3, since this gets cancelled out with this and it moves outside, but since the 2 doesn't have anything to cancel it out with, it stays in the parentheses or the cube root. I think we got it. 3 cube root 2, and I'm not sure if there's any way to simplify this, so I think it's ready. Send it.
Solve Technique's cursed equation allows him to automatically generate mathematical problems and equations in his mind. Sol may then solve these problems to gain a surge of cursed energy and a temporary technique.
Letting himself open. Cursed equation. Evaluate. Looks like the equation that I was given this time is 3 times the square root of 2 all over the square root of 8. This is simple. It's an evaluation problem, meaning we need to try and removing the square roots as much as we can. Now here, square root of 8, square root of 2. Now, among all of these terms, the only one that we can simplify is the square root of 8. This is because the square root of 8 has a factor that is a perfect square. Meaning, if we substitute 8 with that specific factor pair, the one with a perfect square, which is 4 and 2, we substitute 8 in the equation. 4 times 2. We can then distribute the square root. 4 times square root 2. And of course, since 4 is a perfect square, we can simplify that into just 2, because 4 is the perfect square of 2. You can prove this because 2 squared, because this is equivalent to 2 squared, and you just cancel out these 2. And then we can't simplify the square root of 2, so we'll leave that as is. Let's go back to our original equation. Now that we have a new 8 that is more simple and perhaps more useful. 3 times the square root of 2 all over 2 to the square root of 2. Wait, it shares a common factor, the square root of 2. Meaning, we can try and canceling them, which just leaves us with 3 over 2. That is our final answer. As 3 and 2, I don't think you can simplify that. Sinus. I doubt he'd quit so easily. But I should probably run and try to recover before he comes back. With his technique, it would be easy to take me out with a surprise.
Maximum technique. Extinction. Meteor fall.
Damn it. I didn't want to resort to this.
He still has another trick? What could he pull off now? Don't tell me.
Zion, I'm a very merry wielder. Don't underestimate me. Domain expansion. 0-point expanse.
He's a sorcerer on that level?
0-point expanse is a domain that is a hybrid of one built off of old binding valve systems and a modern sure-hit style. It gives Saul one mathematical problem at a high level of difficulty. Once Saul solves the problem, he will be granted a sure-hit technique that cannot be avoided and will guarantee victory.
A triangle? This is bad. I'm not dead yet he's not activating his sure hit or coming after me. He's trying to fulfill some condition then. He's probably trying to solve for X. Should I try solving it myself? No, he definitely solved it before me. And even if I did have to, it'd probably be revealed to him via binding valve. I just need to stop him before he solves it.
Domain has given me a Pythagorean theorem question. It has given me a hypotenuse or right triangle, the leg of that right triangle, and one missing leg where I must find one missing leg. We are going to use the Pythagorean theorem as it contains the values and the missing values and the values that we have for this equation. C shall be our hypotenuse, B shall be our current leg, and X shall be A, or A shall be X, our missing leg. Now, our hypotenuse is 10 times the square root of 2. So, 10 times the square root of 2. That is our C. Our B shall be 8 squared, and our C, or A, I mean, shall be X. Then, we simply transpose the 8 to the other side to isolate X, leaving us with 10 times the square root of 2 to the power of 2 minus 8 to the power of 2. Then we can apply this square. cannot apply it for this x as it is a variable. However here, you can simply apply the square to 10 and apply it to 2 as these are being multiplied together, which allows us to apply these power to both of the terms, which would leave us with what? 100 and 2, as this power can cancel out this square root and equal to 200. Now we just do 8 normally, which leaves us 64, and finally simplifying that, we have 136. X squared equals 136. Now we still need to simplify. 136. Let's try looking for the factors. Maybe one of them is a perfect square. Let's see, 136, 168, 2, 34, 4. There. That could be it. 8. Yeah, it's 34 and 4. Let's substitute this with its factors, which is 4, 34. Then we square root both sides, which leaves us with x. We square root 4. This is square root of 4, it's 2. The square root of 4 cannot be simplified, so we are left with square root. And there is no more ways to simplify this expression, which means our answer shall be 2 times 3 whole square root of 3. Final